Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm not gonna waste any time in telling you that this game is really fucking good. Far Cry 4 is the best of the series that I have played so far. Let's roll right into the review, shall we? When I was looking into this game, I saw a lot of people talking about how Far Cry 3 was the best Far Cry. And I was told Far Cry 4 was but a glorified Far Cry 3. Hell, I was told Pagan Min was but a version of Voss. That's a piling heap of bullshit. After I finished Far Cry 3, I was relatively unimpressed. I was disappointed with how the game ended, and I was distraught with how quickly Voss was gone. Far Cry 3 was good, only because Voss was so good. But Far Cry 4 has revitalized my reviewing process for this franchise, and given me some hope. I feel that a lot of people confuse Pagan Min and Voss's version of insanity. Voss has a chaotic nature to his insanity. He does things emotionally, and honestly, he doesn't always seem to enjoy it. But Pagan Min is an insane, cold, calculated person. He's evil, and that's his form of insanity. Maybe I'll make a more in-depth video on this topic. But to keep things short, as that's the whole point of this series, we will move on towards talking about the gameplay and the plot stuff. This is an early warning that spoilers will be coming. Gameplay is way better in comparison to the gunplay in 3. The ziplining, the sound effects, just everything feels more streamlined. And traveling throughout the map of 4 is way more fun than in 3. I didn't fast travel once while playing 4. I enjoyed driving. I enjoyed flying, clearly, as you can see in the clip earlier. And the main character is not a piece of shit. Ajay interacts with the world realistically. The way he talks to people, the way they respond to him, there's still that feeling of why the fuck is this guy a mass murderer now and incredibly good with weaponry. But that's just Far Cry at this point. There's an air of immersiveness that none of the other Far Cries were able to grab me with. I don't want to spoil too much of the plot, but it's very engaging, and I want to encourage you to try this Far Cry if you're not going to play any of the others. The ending is heavily influenced by you, the player, and that is something that I incredibly appreciate. You can decide how the game ends, and you can decide the road that takes you there. Here are the big spoilers coming up right now. There are 2 leaders of the rebellion against Pagan Min. It's Sabal and Amita? And there are multiple instances where you can decide who you want to follow. You can hear their sides out and make an informed decision, and it affects which missions and quests you get to play. I felt like I was Ajay, and I got to decide what this vessel for me in this world cared about most. I ended up mostly following Sabal since he appreciated human life more, and I got a lot of shit for that from my friends, hilariously enough. And when that pivotal moment comes at the end, where you're given the choice to put that bullet through the brain of Pagan Min, it's surprisingly difficult. He gives this short paragraph on how killing him would be boring, and to be honest, it kind of feels like he wants me to do what I want to do. He doesn't seem mad. I spared him in the end, and the cutscene that followed was a fantastic conclusion to this game. I won't spoil much, but in the end I realized Pagan Min is just a hurt person. But those are the best villains, aren't they?